All right, and we'll get started. Welcome to yoga. Welcome to Bikram yoga. If you have socks on, just remember to remove those. So feel rooted down through the soles of your feet. Interlace your fingers and put them just below the chin. And we're going to start with inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. And as you inhale, the elbows come up and the head goes back. So inhale. And then exhale. Inhale. And then exhale, head goes back, elbows together. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So last one, inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. So bringing the head back to neutral. Again, feeling rooted down through the soles of the feet. Nice, strong legs here. Feel engaged through the core. We're going to inhale the arms up and interlace your fingers. Release the index. And now we're going to inhale again once more. Lengthen up through the spine. Stretch the body up. And then on your exhale, take the hips to the left and reach it to the right. So continuing to breathe here and drawing the left arm over, getting a nice stretch through the right side body, keeping your left shoulder up and open so that you're opening the chest, breathing, the grounding down through both soles of the feet, but even more so on that left side, so you can really feel the left side body stretching. And then on your inhale, we come up. Beautiful. And then exhale. Now inhale again, lengthen up. And then exhale, press those hips over to the right and then stretch, reach, reach, reach to the left. So continue breathing, opening the right shoulder this time. So you're opening the right shoulder, but then be careful that the right hip isn't drawing back. So you're almost kind of keeping the right hip forward and the right shoulder back, trying to keep your body in a nice straight line. So stretch, really pull that right arm over this time, feeling the stretch along the right side body. Seeing if you can keep some space between the chin and the chest, so keeping the chin up. And breathe. Beautiful. So on your next inhale, we inhale it up. And then exhale. So keeping the arms up, we're going to go with the head back this time, coming into an arch. So inhale, lengthen up. And then exhale, and press the hips forward, draw the arms back. And see if you can just relax the head back and take the eyes toward the back of the room. Inhaling, coming all the way up. And then on your exhale, coming forward, nice flat back, strong legs here. Go ahead and bend the knees as much as you need to, keeping the back flat, hinging out of those hips. Think about stretching out of the sacrum there. And now take the palms face up, bend the knees as much as you need to get the chest onto the knees, and take the palms underneath the heels. So ideally, you're getting your elbows together behind the legs, but wherever you are is perfect for you. So relax the crown of the head down. Don't worry about straightening the legs. That's going to naturally happen as you lift the hips. So bringing more of the focus into lifting the hips up and also pulling on those heels to help pull the upper body down. Relaxing the crown of the head down, breathing here, lifting those hips, lifting the heels. Breathe. And then release the hands. Interlace the fingers. Release those index again. Arms by the ears. Slowly coming all the way up. Strong core. Feeling it. Using your core. Extend all the way back up. And then exhale. Arms down. Beautiful. So we're going to come into our awkward pose. So stepping the feet just about 6 inches apart, just below the hips. Take the arms out in front. Inhale. And then exhale and sit back. Sit back into the glutes, back into the heels. So weight in the heels here. Draw your knees back. See if you can get the knees behind your feet. So breathe. We'll hold for 7, 6. Relax the shoulders down for 5, 4. Breathing for 3, 2, and 1. So you're going to press the ground away, strong core here, and then coming all the way up to the tippy toes. Now inhale, and then exhale, and sitting back. So staying up on the toes, if it's available, and pressing those heels forward. We're going to hang out here for 10, breathing for 9, 8. Relax the shoulders. 7, 6, slight smile. 5, 4, 3, lift those heels. 2, and then 1. So press the ground away, come all the way up onto the toes, and then release the heels down and the arms down. Next pose, eagle pose. So bring those feet together. Inhale the arms up. And then exhale, left arm under the right and wrap those arms. So bringing the palms together or just the back of the hands and draw the arms back down. So drawing the elbows down, trying to get those fingers really just in front of the nose, probably covering the whole face. And now we're going to sit back and we're going to take the right leg on top. So again, the weight is in the heels, kind of sitting back into it. If you can wrap the toes, but if not, you're staying with that leg lifted over. Squeeze the thighs together. Try to become the shortest person in the room. Breathe. Draw the back a little bit, trying to straighten the back here. We'll hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Breathing for 3, 2, and 1. So release the legs, inhale the arms back up, and then exhale the right arm under, and wrap them up. And wiggle those shoulders back down, shoulder blades down, draw the elbows down. So inhale, and then exhale, sitting back. Take the left leg on top this time, wrapping the toes if that's available, and sitting down. So nice deep breathing here, in through the nose, out through the nose. Holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Breathing for 4, 3, 2, and 1. So press the ground away. Bring the arms up on your inhale. And then exhale the arms down. Okay, it's nice to have the eagle out of the way. Now, we're going to come with one knee up, another balance. Shift the weight over to that left side. Engage your core and lift the right knee. So hands on the hips, knee or under the foot. Most important is your standing leg. Nice and strong. Draw the foot out slightly and then continue if that's in your practice. And then slowly coming out of your pose, releasing and taking it to the other side. We're shifting the weight over to the left leg, nice strong standing leg, strong core. And like myself, if you ever fall out of your pose, just coming right back into it. So strong standing leg, draw the foot underneath the knee. We're hanging out there or kicking out. So slowly releasing, nice and controlled. Beautiful. So coming into bow pose. We take the right palm face up, shift the weight over to the left leg, lifting the right foot and bring the palm just on the inside of the ankle or on the foot. So nice strong standing leg, finding your balance. Left arm comes up. So staying here or kicking back. So if you're kicking back, you're kicking into the hand. And don't worry about lowering the chest, because that'll naturally happen as the foot goes up. Good, beautiful. Slowly coming out of the pose, releasing the foot. Arm comes down. We'll take that on the other side. So the left palm comes up, strong, standing right leg, strong core. Take the foot on the inside of the ankle or the foot. Draw the knees back together. Right arm comes up. If you are kicking back, trying to keep the knee down as opposed to flaring out to the side. I'm trying to keep the hips square or in line, I should say. And then slowly release the foot. The arm comes down. We step back to the back of the mat. We'll set up for balancing stick. Okay, so inhale the arms up. Interlace the fingers, release the index. So arms by the ears. Engage the core. Step forward with the left foot and allow the right toes to come up. Now stretch, lengthen the body. Strong standing leg and begin to bend into your T. We'll hold here for 10, 9, breathing for 8, 7, stretch that body, 6, 5, breathing for 4, try to lift that back leg a touch, 3, 2, and 1. So the arms come up by the ears. We step back, keeping the arms up. Step forward with the right toes. Let the left toes pop up. Lengthen, stretch the body. Strong standing leg, bending into your T. Holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, breathing for 5, breathing for 4, lift the back leg, stretch the arms, 3, 2, 1. So the arms come up, step it back, exhale the arms down. Beautiful. So coming to the center of the mat, we're going to do our wide-legged fold here. So open the legs as wide as you can. Our goal is to get the crown of the head onto the ground. So the wider the legs, the better. Pigeon toe the toes in slightly so the heels are a little bit wider. Take the hands onto the hips. Yeah, we'll start on the hips. Okay, so inhale, lift the heart. And then exhale, coming forward, nice flat back. And then bringing the hands onto the ground, or if you're doing this, onto the chair or the radiator. If it's available, you can bring the hands out onto the outsides of the heels, and the fingers would actually go underneath the heels. So that's the full pose there. And then drawing the crown of the head down toward the floor. But the hands on the floor between the feet is a great place too, depending on your flexibility, if you can walk the hands even further back. But trying to press, bring the chest down toward the thighs, relaxing the crown of the head down, remembering to breathe. We'll hold for 3, 2, and 1. So bring the hands back to the hips and then slowly come all the way up. Beautiful. So we're going to do one more of those. Calm the breath for a moment. Okay, so again, toes are slightly pigeon-toed. if you'd like, you can start with the hands on the back of the thighs. We'll do that this time. So inhale, or you can start with the hands on hips. Inhale, lift the heart. And then exhale, coming forward. So the hands are on the back of the hips, drawing them down the thighs, down the legs. It's a nice place to have the hands because then you can use your hands against the legs to pull the chest toward the thighs. Relax the crown of the head down. You can keep the hands on the legs, or if it's more comfortable, putting them on the mat, just underneath the head or between the hands. So wherever you are, shift all the way into the toes. Continue trying to press the chest toward the thighs, reaching the crown of the head down toward the ground. Breathe. Beautiful. For 3. Breathing for 2. And 1. So hands to the hips, and then you inhale as you come up. Okay, so we're going to come into triangle pose. They call them Bikram, but it's more like a warrior 2 that we're used to. So take the left toes toward the front of the mat, the back toes the side of the room, and then begin to sink into the front knee there. You're going to probably need to scoot the toes forward like I'm doing. And then the arms come up, shoulder height. Good, so engage that core. Make sure your knee is rotating out and you can see your big toe. It's going to protect the knee. So staying here, sinking into that front knee there, into the thigh, or the left arm comes down and the right arm up. So this is where it looks like you have a triangle here. So the back leg, nice and strong, breathing. So if you're turned, think about drawing the shoulder back, opening your chest. Wherever you are, kind of sinking into that hip. We'll hold for 5. Holding for 4. 3. Breathing for 2. And 1. Coming back up if you are turned, straighten the leg. So those toes turn in and the other toes turn out. Okay, and then sinking into the hip on the other side, into that front leg. So scooting the toes forward as much as you need to so that the knee isn't going beyond the ankle when you do sink down. Beautiful. So staying here, or if you want to turn into your triangle. Continuing to breathe. You could also kind of rest the elbow on the thigh. Wherever you are, not too much weight, right? Letting your legs and your core do the work here. So breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So if you're turned down, coming back, kind of your warrior 2, straighten that front leg. Draw the hands down. And we can step the feet together. We'll set up for our next pose. So this is our forehead to knee. So bring the left foot out, maybe 3 or 4 feet apart. The back toes on a slight angle, and then we're going to bring the arms up. You're going to keep the palms together and just cross the thumbs here. So the left foot is forward. Draw that left hip back, trying to keep the hips square to the front and the hips in line. So go ahead and bend the front knee as much as you need to, and we can practice kind of pulling it back when we're down there. Okay, so bring the chin to the chest. And begin rounding as much as you can. Really draw the navel up to the spine. And the pose here is forehead to knee. Bring the forehead to the knee. If you need to separate the hands on the floor for balance, go right ahead. If you're keeping the hands together, it's just the kind of edges of the fingers that are on the mat. So bending the knee as much as you need to keep the forehead in contact with the knee. And then from there, you can begin pressing the knee back to straighten it. So again, draw that left hip back, right hip forward. Draw that navel and rounding the back. Stretching through the arms. So still breathing here. It's very constricted. Having the chin to the chest. Good. So we'll hold for 3, 2. Draw that left hip back, right hip forward. And 1. So we're slowly going to come all the way up. Use the core. Feel the core here. Strong core. Arms by the ears. All the way up. So you can keep the arms up if you like for turning to the other side. Nice little arm workout. So kind of adjusting the feet again. So the back foot is just on a slight angle. Right leg is forward. So draw that right hip back and left hip forward. So go ahead and bend the front knee as much as you need to. Curling the back. So draw that navel in, round the back, tuck the chin, coming all the way down until the forehead meets the knee. So again, the hands can separate on the ground if that helps with balance. So continuing to breathe, drawing your right hip back, left hip forward. So breathing here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So arms by the ears, strong core, slowly coming all the way up. Arms up by the ears. Beautiful. So we can practice stepping to the front, stepping the feet together. Exhale the arms down. And now we'll come into the final standing pose, which is our tree pose. So starting with the feet together, shift that weight over to the left leg. Go root it down through the sole of the foot. Engage the core and draw the sole of the foot onto the calf or your thigh. Or you may be practicing with just the heel up on the ankle. Okay, so you're drawing that knee back, and in time, as your hips open, it'll be easier to do. Lift out of that hip though, lengthen through the side body, lengthen the spine up, crown of the head, lengthening up, becoming the tallest person in the room. Bringing the eye gaze up if you're looking for a bit more of a challenge here. And slowly begin to bring the hands back together and down to heart center. And release. Other side. The right leg takes the weight. Nice strong standing leg. Use that sole of the foot. Use the toes. Kind of gripping the ground, helping you with balance. So strong core here. pushes back, lift up out of that hip. Nice, tall, long. Beautiful. Let's bring the hands back together and down to heart center. And release the leg. Okay, so it's time to come down to the floor. Come down, and we're going to take a couple moments in Shavasana. So go ahead and lay back onto your back. And allow your legs to be mat width distance apart. Allow the arms to just be down by the sides. Slightly tuck your chin. Close the eyes, calm the breath. Toes just relaxing out. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose. And then exhale, let it go. So drawing the feet back together, bend your right knee, interlace the fingers just below the knee, flex the toes, so the toes are facing you, round those shoulders down, slightly tuck the chin, inhale, and then exhale, drawing the knee in. So continue breathing, nice, deep, long breaths in through the nose, out through the nose, and on each exhalation, drawing the knee in. Keeping the chin slightly tucked. Take one more nice deep breath. Exhale, draw that knee in. And then release the leg. Allow it to float back down to meet the other. And then the left knee bends. Interlace the fingers just below the knee. Flex those toes, ground the shoulders down. Take a nice deep inhalation. And then exhale, draw that knee in. Chin is slightly tucked. Continue breathing. Continue drawing that knee a little bit closer. Depending on your flexibility, it may be just outside the ribs. So if you're able to get it close to the body, you begin drawing it just on the outside of the body. Good. Take one more nice deep inhale. Exhale, squeeze that knee in. So release the leg. Allow it to float back down. And this time we draw both knees in. So wrapping your arms or grabbing hands, wrists, or your elbows, and then bring the back of the head back onto the mat. Flex those toes, tuck the chin, inhale, and then exhale, drawing the knees in. Take the shoulders away from the ears. Press the tailbone down. So continue breathing. Continue drawing those knees in on each exhale. Make one more nice deep inhalation. Exhale, squeeze. Release the legs back down. Nice and slow. And we're going to do 2 sit-ups here. So bring the arms up over the head onto the ground. So we're going to inhale as we come up. So inhale and coming up. And then exhale, coming forward. So one more time. Rolling all the way back down, arms up over the head. Good, so inhale, and exhale. Okay, so this time we're gonna come up. So inhale as you're coming up, and then exhale as you're rounding over. Beautiful. So we are going to come onto the belly for our back series here. So first is our cobra pose. Okay, so on the belly, draw the legs, draw the feet together. Bring the fingertips together just underneath your shoulders and tuck those elbows in. So pressing down through the tops of the feet, pressing those hips down. Bring the forehead to the mat. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale. And then inhale and begin to lift the chest. Press down through the tops of the toes. Good, so your eye gaze is slightly up here. Strong legs pressing down through the hips. Breathe for 10, 9, breathing for 8, 7, 6, draw the shoulders down, lifting the chest up for 5, 4, 3, breathe for 2, lift, and then release. Left ear to the mat. Allow the heels to fall apart away from each other. Relax the arms down by the sides. Close the eyes and calm the breath. So we're going to do that one more time. Bringing the legs, the feet back together. Bringing the fingertips just underneath the shoulders. Draw the fingers together. Bring the elbows, tuck the elbows in toward the side. Forehead to the mat. Inhale. Exhale. And then inhale and begin to lift the chest. Drawing the shoulders down. Keep those elbows in. Strong legs. 10, 9, 8, 7. So let's lift the hands here for a moment. 6, lift the chest. 5, 4. You can place the hands back down. 3, 2. If you want to press into your hands a little bit, and then release. Right ear to the mat. Release the heels, release the arms down by the sides, and breathe. Okay, so that was your lower back working. Now we're going to do the middle of the back. So the palms flip over. So your palms are face down. And if it's available, you're putting them underneath the thighs. If not, they can stay out by the side body. Eventually, maybe those pinkies will touch underneath the body. Draw the feet together. Bring the mouth onto the mat. Release or relax, I should say, that left leg. And then stretch and lengthen those right toes. And then on your inhale, begin to lift the leg, stretching it like you're drawing a line up the back of the wall. We're holding here for 10, 9, 8, breathing for 7, 6, 5, 4. See if you can lift that leg for 3, 2, lift and release. So completely relax that right leg now. Stretch, lengthen those left toes. And on your inhale, begin to lift the leg. Stretching it, lengthening it for 10, 9, breathing for 8, 7, 6, 5. Lift that leg, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower the leg down. And now we're going to do both legs. So see if you can draw the hands a little bit closer toward the knees, really shifting that weight toward the upper body onto the chest. Draw the feet and legs together nice and strong. Now back onto the mat. So inhale, exhale, and then inhale, lift the feet, maybe the legs, 10, 9, 8, 7, breathing for 6, 5, 4, 3, lift the legs, 2, lift, release. Bring the left ear onto the mat. Take those hands out from underneath you. Allow the legs to relax. Close the eyes. Calm the breath. Okay, moving up the back to the upper back. Drawing those arms out to a T for our airplane pose here. This is full locust. Okay, so chin onto the mat. Draw the feet back together. Nice strong legs here. Inhale. Exhale. And then inhale. Lift the arms, the chest, the feet, maybe the legs. Eye gazes up without crunching the neck. 10, 9, 8, breathing for 7, 6, 5, lift the legs, lift the chest, 4, 3, 2, release. Right ear to the mat, relax the arms down by the sides, palms face up, release the heels, calm the breath. Okay, so let's set up for our second one of those. Arms out to a T. Draw the legs together, feet together, nice strong legs. The mouth back toward the mat. So inhale, exhale, and then inhale. Lift the arms, lift the chest, the feet, the legs. Breathing here for 10. You can draw the arms back a bit to help you lift the chest for 9. Breathing for 8, 7. Breathing for 6. Lifting the legs for 5. Lift the chest 4. Breathing 3. Lift, lift, lift 2. And 1. Release. Left ear to the mat. Bring the arms down by the side. Relax. Okay, we top off our back series by working the entire spine this time with your bow pose. So bend both knees. We do this one twice as well. So if you're not able to reach both legs, you will get the chance to do both sides. So bringing the hands back on the outsides of the feet or 1 foot. Drawing the knees back together. Bring the forehead onto the mat. So inhale, exhale, and then inhale, begin to lift the chest. And if you're able to start kicking the feet into the hands, trying to get the thighs up off the ground. So breathing here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Breathing for 4, 3. Try to kick, lift the chest 2, kick the legs, and release. Right ear onto the mat, release the legs, palms face up, relax. Okay, so let's set up for one more time. So if you only did one leg, you're going to do the other. So bend those knees. Take the hands on the outsides of the feet or the ankles. Bring the knees back together. Inhale. Exhale. And then inhale, begin to lift the chest. Kick the feet into the hands. Holding 10, 9, 8, 7. Breathing 6. Lift the chest 5. Kick the feet 4, 3. Lift, lift, lift. Release. Left ear to the mat. Release your legs. Palms are face up. Close the eyes. Relax. We'll continue breathing. Being aware of the breath there. Draw nice, deep breathing all the way into the belly. Okay, so bring those hands forward to help press you up, or we're going to come to sit Japanese style. So this is our Virasana pose. So you're either going to stay sitting on the heels, or you're going to grab a pillow or something and put it underneath um, the glutes there sitting in between the feet. And if you can keep the feet going straight back behind you, even better. So staying here, hands on the feet, or you're going to bring the elbows down. Let's see how it feels for you. Continue pressing the knees down. If the knees are apart, that's okay. That's what's going to work for your knees. And then if you're able to go even further, you can bring it down onto the back. So wherever you are, try to press the knees down. Get a nice stretch through those thighs. Arms up over the head if you're on the ground is kind of the final pose there. Creating a bit of arch in the back. And breathe here. Okay, so if you are all the way lying down, you're going to bring the arms back over the head, hands to the feet, and back up to the elbows. So coming out of it just like you went into it. Then sitting all the way up. And then we're going to draw the feet back underneath us. So we're sitting Japanese style again. And we're going to be coming forward. So just make sure you have enough space on your mat. So we're going to come forward and we're going to try to get the forehead onto the mat before the hands do. So let's inhale the arms up and just cross the thumbs, actually, and then recross the thumbs. We'll do it the opposite way. So keep the arms by the ears. So inhale, lengthen up. And then exhale as you come forward, keeping the glutes glued to the heels if possible. But if they come up, just once you make your way all the way down, see if you can draw them back down. So coming down nice and slow, nice and controlled. If you can get that forehead down first, then you're going to stretch those arms forward, and just the edges of the pinky are meant to be on the ground. So you're really stretching through your upper body here, sitting back onto your heels, and breathe. Okay, so when we come out of this, same way we went in, we're going to lift the hands first, then the forehead, slowly coming all the way up. See if you can keep your hips down on the heels, lifting nice straight back, using that core, coming all the way up, arms by your ears. And then we exhale the arms down. Okay, so we're going to come into our camel pose next. So coming up onto the heels. Okay, so yes, we're going to do this one twice. And again, if you want to just keep the hands on the hips the whole time, you can do that as well. Tucking the toes gets the heels a little bit closer to you, so easier to reach if you're reaching back. So inhale, lift the heart, and press those hips forward. And you're pressing them forward the entire time. And then you're going to reach back for a heel if that's in your practice. So you can do one heel, we can do the other side next, or you can practice with both heels. So breathe. We'll hold for 10, 9, 8, 7. Press the hips forward. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So slowly coming up, bringing the hands back onto the lower back. Beautiful. So if you like to sit back for a moment, you can, or you can stay sitting up. We're going to take that one more time so we can do the other side. So sitting back up onto the knees. And again, if it feels better to have the legs wide, you can do that as well. I've seen people do that and have read that that's okay to do. Okay, so either tucking the toes or keeping them flat. Hands onto the lower back. So inhale, lift the heart and press those hips forward. So if you reached for one of your heels or you did both, just reach to the opposite side first this time, and then you can reach to the other side. So holding 10, 9, 8, 7, breathing for 6, press those hips forward, 5, 4, breathing 3, 2, and 1. Hands back to the hips, bring all the way up, and then we sit back on the heels. We'll get ready for our rabbit pose. So in rabbit pose, you're rounding the back as much as you can. So you're really drawing the navel in, up and into the spine. You're going to cup your hands on the bottoms of the feet. So the thumbs are on the outside. Bring the chin to the chest and really round forward. Draw the navel in as much as you can and bring the forehead just in front of the knees. And now don't move the neck anymore here. You're going to begin to lift the hips up, trying to get your thighs perpendicular to the ground. Okay, so continue breathing, pulling on those feet to help you curl into a ball. And at the same time, draw the shoulders away from you. So creating a bit of resistance to create a ball here, and breathe. Draw that navel in. Take the ears away from, or the shoulders away from the ears. Breathe. Pull on those feet. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. Lift those hips up and then release. Sitting back onto the heels. Slowly lift the chest and lift the head. We'll do that one more time. Since we do 2 camels, it's nice to do 2 rabbits. Okay, cup the hands underneath on the bottoms of the feet, thumbs on the outside. Begin to round down, really draw that navel in, forehead just in front of the knees. Then begin to lift the hips up. Pull on those feet, take the shoulders away from the ears, curling into a ball. Lift those hips, breathe. Beautiful. So we're going to release the hips back down. And slowly lifting the chest, lifting the head. And we're going to come to seated. And go ahead and bring the right foot in. So just like your tree pose. So the right sole of the foot is in the inside of the left thigh. Flex your toes. So you can have a strap here if you like. Normally in Bikram yoga, they don't use any props at all. All the yoga styles are very different. But if you like to use your scarf or if you have a strap, go ahead and put it on the ball of the foot. If not, we're going to inhale the arms up. So wherever you are, you're inhaling, you're lifting your chest. And then exhale, you can come forward. And then again, we're going to inhale, lengthening kind of up and out of those hips. And then on your exhale, folding or hinging at the hips. So inhale, you lengthen. The little micro movements here, really stretching into those hamstrings. Beautiful. So you can release your scarf if you have one, and we're going to take the arms up by the ears. So inhale as you come up, nice flat back, lifting the arms, and then exhale the arms down. We'll take that on the other side. So extend the right leg forward, bend the left knee, sole of the foot inside the thigh. Draw those toes back, taking your scarf around the ball of the foot if you'd like. Inhale, your arms up, or inhale, lifting your chest. And then exhale, coming forward. Out of those hips, really lengthening. Think about lengthening through or out of your lower back area there. So each inhale, lengthen. Exhale, folding. I'm kind of doing those little micro movements and stretches for a couple of breaths and then settling into your pose. Nice deep breathing here. And then on your next inhale, arms by the ears, flat back, inhaling all the way up, arms up, and then exhale, arms down. And then extend both feet forward, flexing the toes back. You can kind of take any of the flesh away from the sits bones there to feel grounded. Okay, so you either have your scarf around the ball of the feet, or you're going to inhale the arms up. So you're inhaling, lifting the chest, and then exhale, toes flexed back, coming forward. So again, inhale, lengthen. Pick those toes, try to get them in line. So drawing those pinkies back. Nice deep breathing going on here. Being aware of that breath. Being aware of how you're drawing it all the way down into the belly. Okay, so on your next inhale, let's take the arms by the ears, nice straight arms, straight back. Coming all the way up on your inhale, and then exhale, release. Okay, so our final pose is our twist. So bend your right knee and draw it underneath the left thigh and kind of bring the foot out to the side there. And then you're going to take your other knee, right, and bend it. And you can keep it on this side of the knee, or if you're able to cross it over. So wherever you are, you want to be sitting evenly on both sits bones there. So that's why I say kind of take this foot out to the side so you're not sitting on it. Okay, so our left knee is bent up toward the chest. So you're going to take your right arm around it. So draw that knee in. You're probably already feeling that nice stretch here, but now we're also going to bring that into a spinal twist. So left hand behind you, and also depending on your range of twist, You could have the elbow kind of on the inside as well. Okay, so inhale, lengthen up, draw that knee in, and then on your exhale, begin to twist. So when you're inhaling, lengthen up, draw that navel in, and twist. So again, inhale, lengthen up, exhale, you twist. Maybe that eye gaze toward the back of the room, and breathe. Beautiful. So you can untwist here. Take both hands over to the other side for a little counter twist there. Baby push up. And then extend both legs out again. And we're going to take that on the other side. So this time, your left leg is going to go under that right thigh, kind of outside of the hip, outside of the right hip. Left knee bends, drawing it over the knee if that's available, or keeping it on the inside. So the right leg is up by the chest, so the left arm wraps around it, drawing it into the chest, feeling a nice stretch on the outer thigh here on your hip, or you're bringing the elbow on the inside. So that brings you into a little bit deeper of a twist, but wherever you are, this is super yummy and delicious for your spine. So inhale, lengthen up, and then exhale and begin to twist. So again, inhale, lengthen up, and exhale, twist. So when you inhale, lengthen up. Think about bringing the crown of the head up to the sky. Draw that navel in. And exhale, twisting. Maybe the eye gaze reaching the back of the room. So continue breathing. We'll stay here just for a few more moments. Beautiful. Okay, that felt so good. Take the hands over to the other side, baby push up. Okay, awesome. So let's come down to our final pose, Shavasana. So coming all the way down onto your back, allow the legs to be mat width distance apart. Take the shoulders out from underneath you. Allow your palms to be face up. Slightly tuck that chin. So think about getting the entire spine all the way from the neck down to the sacrum onto the ground. Take a nice deep inhalation. And then exhale, release. Again, inhaling through the nose, filling the lungs. Allow your belly to expand. And then exhale, release. Bringing the awareness to your body. Feeling relaxed. Feeling free. Thank you for joining me on the mat. Have a beautiful day, a beautiful week, beautiful night. Until we meet again, namaste.